Red is on.
No, today is August 17th, 2017. Time is 4:45. This meeting of the Tilton Board of Selectmen now come to order, and let the record show all are present. Let us stand and do the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes.
It's like looking up.
Yes. Well, that's actually pretty good. All right. Has everyone had a chance to read the minutes? All right. Anybody have any corrections or changes? I'm going to put a question mark. On the third page, we talked about the tree. It just said discussion. We kind of came to a conclusion, which is
That must have been where I left off.
and I believe it was we wanted a little bit more information, because this was the week before, right? Yep, August 3rd.
Yes.
Because then in the next minutes, I think it tells that he wanted a
Right.
white cedar arborvitae,
Yes.
which will go straight up.
Wait a minute.
And was sending Brock over there to talk to him. Because he wants curb and Brock doesn't.
On page 2, when we were talking about the Shaley property, it's kind of vague when we said, explain the donated property from Mr. Shaley has a right-of-way easement across the railroad tracks to access Route 3, which is hindering the sale of a subdivision. There was discussion of Wolf Road having the access. It was determined more deep planning research is needed before relinquishing the easement. I think we need to say that Mr. Shaley is working on a proper easement of that particular property to a town of Tilton easement to get to that Wolf Road piece of property, if I'm making myself clear.
Yeah, he's going to dedicate an easement on, what is it? What? 2?
The second lot, the one in the middle.
Dedicated easement on lot 2.
I don't remember.
It was the next lot next to the, yes, a dedicated easement.
He was changing the language in his.
So he's having a lawyer draw up the dedicated the easement. So it sounds a little bit more specific, that there's a plan in place that this is what he's going to. He has a specific plan that he's going to make a specific deed easement for us to access our property that he donated to us years ago.
Yeah, so it should, and Pat's right, so it should say that he came in with a proposed easement over lot 12B in this map, and that he was going to add language that would keep the easement out of the wetlands. Remember the 20-foot buffer discussion? So he merely has to come back with his easement that shows that we can put a right-of-way down through there and be out of the wetlands.
My notes about the tree removal by Ann alleyway, that off gate to the alleyway discussion, okay. So we had a discussion about the tree, so I'll go back and listen to the tape. That has been discussed.
Yeah, it's very specific. He showed us very specific where the easement was, and he was going to have the lawyer draw it up to those specifications.
Good catch.
Okay.
Anybody, anything else? Motion to accept the minutes of August 3rd, 2017 with the suggested changes. I should say
Second.
requested.
I'll second that.
Last chance for discussion. All those in favor of the motion on the table, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Can we talk 1 second about the next meeting on August 31st? I know that there was an email that asked for us to take the 24th off, but I can't remember us talking about it in a meeting.
We did not.
Okay.
We did not. It was suggested.
Thought I was missing something.
Nope. So, Selectmen, did everybody see the email suggesting that we forego the meeting of next week? Silence.
No, I
From
did
Joyce?
I believe it came from Joyce. It came from the front office, so. In years past, we have, in August, sometimes we've met the first and last week and not met the middle weeks, but we've always done something like that, where we've taken a break, if you will. So what is everybody's opinion? Do you feel that our workload allows us to take a week off? Typically, when we do that, the next meeting is
It's
a
a tough
long
one.
one. So you
I
need
mean, I feel
to,
like there's a lot of old business if you're saying, you know, if we're saying we have the time, then we should probably, I don't know, get through some of this. I don't care either way.
yeah, I mean, like I said, normally, we do have a lot of old business, but some of it is just, we're waiting to hear. We've done our part, but we're waiting to hear back. Bitter and Lane, police, property, old Route 3 in Winnisquam.
I just don't
we're
want like
hanging.
a long meeting the next week. I feel like,
So we would meet next week, we'd meet on the 31st?
Joyce is off next week too, so the things that we have to do
What do we show?
with her, then you would need to put that off to the following week anyway.
Peter, when you go back to school?
Monday.
Monday?
Yep.
Any,
Either way, I can concur if we had possibly even a short one, just no new business, if any of these things are resolved. I'm open either way.
okay. So, has everybody heard John's suggestion? Just in case something comes in that we have to make a decision on, we could just have a really quick meeting, just handle that and leave.
I could carry the way.
if there's
I'm
like one
available.
person that wants a break, I'd be fine with a break.
All right, I'll make a motion that we not have a meeting next week, and we have our next meeting on August 31st.
Second.
That made any sense? All right, any more discussion? All those in favor of the motion on the table, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? All right, motion carries. Officially, we're meeting next week. Would you, not that we have a lot of public, but just in case, yeah, put a notice on the window or something. No selectmen's meeting next.
I thought you meant, I left off the public input on the agenda.
Oh,
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
I didn't notice
But
until you said that. Yeah, just in case.
Put it on the website as well.
Okay. Why don't we do selectmen's reports early? Peter, if you got anything for us tonight? Ashley?
I'm just gonna read this email and then can come back to it.
Yes. Pat?
I do. I have two things. First, we had great feedback from the barbecue yesterday. The staff employee, everybody loved it. It was great. The total came in at $500.18, and that's with a little token gift card to Joe Jessamine, thanking him for doing what he did yesterday. So that was the total. It was very well received. I thought it was a great time. The other thing, there were two things. One was the senior center. We're looking to do grants for motion sensor lighting to go on both sides of the building to light up, because we have intruders that are not wanted occasionally. I'm gonna start writing some grants for those, see if we can't get that done. Last week there was some confusion over, we were told by the chief that we were having a fundraiser for the senior center back in July, and that didn't happen. We worked that out so that what's going to happen in the spring, instead of going to 3 different fundraisers next year, one for Every Child Is Ours, one for the Pemmie Youth, and one for the senior center, we're going to make one big fundraiser, a dinner, make it an annual event, live music and so on at the Lockmere Country Club, hopefully in the spring, and it will cover all 3 charities, Every Child Is Ours, the Pemmie, and the senior center, which seems everybody's on board with that, so I'm really looking forward to that event, and we'll form a committee very soon to get that off the ground. So that's very exciting news going forward. Trash, people are asking us with the trash, they're calling us, when am I going to get my, because the west side does not have their trash buckets yet. So they're calling, I guess me, they're calling you yet?
No.
It won't get better when they do get them.
Yeah, they'll get it, you know.
I'm getting calls and we have ours.
You're getting calls and you have them.
Mostly they're angry because they have to bag the garbage that goes in the garbage bin, but they don't have to bag the garbage that goes in the recycle bin.
Well, it's recycling.
The other,
Oh, I was told that newspapers can fly in the wind and so can cardboard.
the other thing we got a call on, and actually I was approached at the Island concert on Sunday night. Well, there were 2 things. One was that the porta potty was needed to be cleaned. I called Byron's the next day. They were on vacation, but there was a number for them to call in case it was needed, and they came out. Probably we should start looking at helping out with the second porta potty if there's that number of 10 each week. This is how we're gonna.
If we're having that kind of a turnout, so I don't know how to. Were you able to talk to Byron's to find out how often they're cleaning it? Because usually they clean once a week, and the
Yes.
concert is once a week.
Right.
But if you're telling me that there's enough
Well, if you,
people attending that concert that one porta potty isn't handling it.
well, I talked to the gentleman, and you know, it appeared to me like it hadn't been cleaned in like 3 weeks.
Okay.
However, it was cleaned, and he assured me that it was cleaned, but there was an event on Saturday, and then there were people tubing and so on during the week.
So sure.
And then you had Sunday was the 25th anniversary, so there was about 300 people there.
Sure.
So then when you have 300 people and you're using it, and there were several people that came up to me, said, no problem, Monday he went out and took care of it, but he said very nicely, you think perhaps maybe you might want to talk to the selectmen, and I said, well, that would be a parks thing, I think, but we could work it out, I'm sure, to have an additional one next year, because now you're getting a lot more use out of the island than you did in the past, and so it might be something that we might want to think about. The other thing that I was approached on, and then Gail got a phone call on Monday or Tuesday to back that up by another person, that I was approached by someone that did not give me their name, but they wanted to ban smoking cigarettes on the island. I said I would bring that up to the selectmen on Thursday evening. However, as one selectman, I wasn't going to make that call one way or another. It's public, and it's not just our island, it's two towns' islands, and I explained the situation to them. But after going home and thinking about it for a while, I've been to those concerts for a long time, and I've sat there. I'm a non-smoker. I don't have an issue. I've never had an issue with anybody sitting beside me or behind me or in front of me smoking. The people that generally smoke sit off to the sides of the island or in the back of the island, or perhaps they get up and move to the back of the island and have a cigarette and then come back. I've never really seen that in the years I've been going to the concerts. So personally, on a personal level, I don't see that it's an issue. Perhaps maybe we could look at it, maybe designating an area or something, I don't know. But to ban it altogether, I don't think I would be.
What I was gonna ask if there was a problem. Did this person say there was a problem?
There was a definite problem where she sat, and she attends every single one for the last, as long as she's been up in this area, 15 years, and it's where she sits is on the outskirt, and I guess where there's a person or two that smoke, and maybe perhaps we could change the seating a little bit.
Yeah, I'd be
I had
open
suggested
to a
that.
designated area.
You
We should have something anyways, because they're probably putting cigarettes out there.
Most of the event where you walk into the bridge and right in front of you is the seating forward to the gazebo, so that whole area in the back is really not occupied, except people wandering around and walking, listening to the music, and that's it. There's a few people, so I don't. So it's up to what the board wants to do, wants how to pursue it. But there were a couple of people. Gail did get a phone call, and there was one other person that approached me. It was not the same person that. So there's two people that approached us on Sunday evening about the issue, and that's in 9 years. That's all I've got.
Was somebody smoking a cigar or something?
No, just cigarettes. There's no. I've not ever seen a cigar out there.
I'd be open to a designated area that didn't,
And I've not ever seen a cigarette butt on the ground.
So that was my next question.
I've never
Are people, they're probably toxic.
Right. We should have.
Right.
something
There's
out there. Because
a
what's
thing
gonna
there
happen if
for
we
them.
designate, and first of all, how would we enforce that? That would, we could, but then what are they gonna do? They're gonna go stand at the bridge when everybody's walking in, and you're gonna have 3 or 4 people smoking.
Well, they stand at the bridge when you go in for the concerts anyway, and you welcome them.
No, but they
There's things
smoke.
that they don't.
Manchester just banned smoking in what, 4 of their parks?
Yeah, that was due to a problem with the spice, that they couldn't tell what.
Right,
was-
what they were smoking,
Yeah,
right.
what they were smoking.
But is there smoking like at Riverfront or any of those parks? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I really
You
find
know-
people to be respectful of
I
that
do too.
nowadays. Like, nobody's like girls out there.
You know, a smoke-free area, saying, that this seating area and over here is smoke-free, but people can smoke in other places on the island. So, if they want to walk off or they want to sit over there, but, have a place so if somebody doesn't smoke, doesn't want to, that's
I would say that's the best way to get compliance.
smoke-free.
Well, maybe we could just let Northfield know that we've had a couple of, concerns that, and perhaps maybe a solution, a resolution to it is to kind of designate an area that they could smoke at. I don't know how else you would resolve it. But then you could have people during the week that just sit there and have.
They're all by
And they're all
themselves.
by themselves. I mean, how do you rectify that? I mean,
Well, maybe during the show, to have a sign that goes up that says, please refrain from
Smoking during
smoking
public gatherings.
at public gatherings amongst, or something. Respect others. smokers, please respect others and don't smoke,
I like that, I could go with that.
and see how that works.
I don't think that would solve it, but I don't.
It'd be pretty hard for somebody during that concert if those signs were there.
They're gonna get the
Oh, they're
very
gonna smoke.
eyeball.
light
They're gonna
up.
smoke.
They'll go to the sidewalk and smoke and then go back over the bridge and.
So whether
And that's what
they
we want 'em to do.
feel
Yeah.
pressured or feel like, oh well, I'm gonna smoke where I want and then get ugly about it, or they choose to comply and then they go right to the bridge where everybody's walking by.
Right.
Mm.
And then
Nobody's
more people-
not going to
And
smoke.
then more people are gonna be affected by it, because they're gonna be walking through it.
And the worst case scenario, somebody's gonna be offended and be like, hey,
It's like coming into town hall when we're sitting out smoking.
I would just say we should designate an area, not shame people. And,
But you're doing the same thing.
well, no, I mean, you're
Say,
asking them
okay,
to
you
smoke.
can only smoke in this location, it's the same thing. it's
Whoever
the
was
same
smoking
message.
near this person must have,
I mean, and here's the thing. Smoke, don't smoke. It doesn't bother me, don't smoke in my house, but, if I'm out of my house and I'm walking down the street and I stop to chat and somebody's smoking, that's their right. If I'm out at a public gathering outside and somebody chooses to smoke and I don't like it, then I'm gonna get up and move. I'm not gonna turn to
That's
the,
my feeling.
I don't like your smoking. You need to move. It's my problem. I'm moving. That's how I see it. So it's hard for me to, outside at a public gathering, to point my finger at a smoker and say, you need to go smoke at the end of the island because it bugs me. It's my
say we don't
problem.
say anything.
Well,
If it's 2 people and there are 300 people that go there, I've only heard from 2 people. We have to put that in perspective as well.
We can also advocate to those people, if you could walk up to them and say, do you mind? I think anybody would take that, my kids are here, do you mind just moving over a little, or, I mean,
the other side of it is somebody with COPD or asthma or any type of lung ailment, if they're sitting outside and kind of letting people all around you and somebody right beside them lights up, that could affect them health-wise in a negative way.
but we don't have that.
But then again, they have the option of kind of get them moving. So why do we make this more? I don't know. It's just me. So I guess we've bashed that enough. Does anybody have a definitive path we want to take? Do we want to?
Maybe a little, that's like there was a whole sign when you come up the bridges, a stick, smokers, please be courteous.
Be
That's
respectful of others.
That's not a bad idea.
Just put up a
Low
sign that says,
impact.
smokers, please be respectful of others at large events,
I think that's a good.
whatever.
Nita, what do you think?
What's that?
What about crying babies?
Crybabies or crying babies?
Crying
babies.
There's lots of crybabies, but
So should we ask Northfield if they'd mind if we put up a sign like that?
Joyce, what do you think?
Sure, I'm sure they'll go along with it. This is just a designated area.
No.
No,
Just a
smokers.
sign saying, smokers, please be respectful of others during large events, or,
I'd say just smokers, please be courteous and respectful of others. Period. Anytime.
yeah.
If I,
That'd be good.
the mother's over there with a bunch of little kids having a picnic and smoker.
Somebody comes in and starts,
I think most are.
and see how that goes.
That's just
I
a
mean,
reminder.
if it becomes a real big issue, then bring it up again.
You know what I find? Most smokers are cognizant, but some people who have smoked for all their lives don't think of it as an intrusion on somebody else's space or health. So it's not that they're doing it out of contempt or anything.
It didn't
It
cross
just
their
doesn't
mind.
occur to them. Because I've said to some people before, excuse me, would you, mind smoking over there? My husband really bothers him. And they're so apologetic and they feel so bad. It just never occurred to them. All right, we beat that up. Thank you for bringing that up. That's But I think that's a good resolution, John, thank you for that. Do you have anything for us tonight?
I do. The budget committee met last night. Brief meeting, and I discussed with them and explained about the purchasing of the vehicles. There was quite a few questions about it, and so they asked for a little more information, and the information that one of the members was asking for is an updated replacement plan for the new vehicles. And I said that would happen. Yeah, that is the prerequisite. They're also concerned about the method.
We are red is on.
Motion to seal the non-public
You
minutes
guys
as
need to
change the
potato
reputation
salad.
of
I mean,
another
I'll take
security
some.
permanently.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Fogg, yes.
Constantino, yes.
Less than yes.
Scanlon, yes.
St. John, how do you feel?
Yes.
All right, anything else come before this board during public session?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Good. Nice job.
Your feet, there you go.
Top out, half an hour late.
If anybody wants to take the poll or something, it's the refrigerator.
Yes, I would.
I'm so sad that
Because there's tons of it, and it's gonna go to waste.
Let me shut the camera off.